Good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, where we come to you every Wednesday to inspire, to encourage, and to empower you to live a healthier lifestyle. And so I want to say again, welcome. So when I talk about um, lifestyle or the purpose of this podcast is to help the whole being, the whole person, not just adults, but everyone, the whole thing. And we this podcast is a family orientated podcast. And or we try to help emotionally, socially, spiritually, physically, mentally, and also financially. And so it is done by bringing making people aware of certain situations, and I bring on speakers who are have some knowledge in certain areas, and also I do workshops that provide you with information. I got started in this podcast, or got interested in it, and spreading knowledge and helping people when my mother was ill, because I found out that I didn't have all the knowledge that I needed to know in order to be helpful in her situation, in her illness. And so I decided that if I didn't know, other people didn't know certain things as well. So, being the teacher that is in me, I took it upon myself. And what happened was the an opportunity came before me, and I took it, and that's why I'm on this podcast this evening. My name is Anna. I am a retired school teacher. I'm also a author. I'm also a educational consultant. Um, I am a certified cake instructor. I always leave something out, y'all. And I'm also a health coach, as well as the director of a jewelry company. So I'm a quite busy person, and also the host of Sweet Blessings. So I want to thank you again for joining me. We are today. This episode is on Earth Day, and I hadn't really even thought about Earth Day, because when you're teaching, you think about those things because you teach those things to your kids. And so it's been a while, and I thought, since April 22nd is actually Earth celebration of Earth Day, that um, this is a good time, because it's gardening season and all that, and that's what I had been kind of concentrating on. That I would come on, and we would talk a little bit about gardening. So I want to encourage all of you to ask questions, and things like that. I always have to remind people that on Facebook, that you can support me by sending stars. And stars really help me have more content. Help me do more things. So I just wanted to spread that out as well. Also, I'm a part of the CTR Media Network, which you see right there. And that is how I can come to you this evening on that. And I'm very proud to be a part of that. I'm also an ambassador of that, which I'm very proud to acknowledge that as well. So I think that I've done all the housekeeping that I'm going to do right now. So what we are going to do is we're going to take this little brief commercial, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Earth Day, which is very, very important. All right. We'll be right back.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
Okay. I also want to remind you all that I do go live. I told you I'm a jury consultant and director of a jury company. And I do go live with that on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. If you want to uh, reach out to me on those programs, I go live on Instagram, which this is my Instagram account. And I also go live on my Facebook account. So if you're interested in that, you can look me up. They're public domain. So we're going to go ahead and get into Earth Day. And Earth Day. A lot of times when we have Earth Day, most people don't realize you might be celebrating Earth Day and didn't know you were celebrating Earth Day, or you might want to look into doing some things for Earth Day. Earth Day is very important um, to us as a society. Okay, and we want to kind of preserve the earth and all of that. Not we know we're not going to be around forever, but for our children and for their children, so that they have a safe environment to basically live in. Now, as I go through this, I'm going to tell you right now that I do not practice all of these things that I'm going to be telling you. Okay. But I'm getting better. Okay. I used to didn't recycle, but now I do. Okay. Do I recycle everything? No. It's like anything that you learn, you have to practice it. Okay. And you have to just set goals and say, I got to do this. So I picked one thing and then I started adding, something else onto it. So let me bring up my presentation. And just like I told you before, Earth Day is actually observed. And you observe annually on April 22nd. And I didn't realize this, and I don't know if any of you realize that this is a global event. It's not just something that we do in the United States, but this is a global event and it's dedicated to promoting environmental awareness and taking action to protect the planet. So basically, this episode takes a more detailed look at Earth Day and its focus on sustainability. So, because that is basically kind of what we want to do. Okay. So let's look at a little bit about the history because you know what? I was truly intrigued by the history and because it's fairly young, you know what I'm saying? It is fairly young in its development. Um, Hello, Latricia. Thank you for hopping on. So glad to have you this evening. If you feel like you want to ask some questions, just jot it down in the comment section, and I'll be able to uh, reach out to you or answer your questions or anything like that. So this is what I found out, and I was shocked. And maybe I wasn't maybe it was just that I wasn't into it, y'all. With Earth Day in the 70s, because that's when I went to college. I was in college. And, Earth Day was first celebrated in 1970. And what it did was it marked the beginning of the modern environmental movement. And it was founded by Senator Gaylord Nelson of Wisconsin. So basically, the U.S. is in response to the growing, okay, concern about air pollution, wildlife extension, and other environmental issues. So, um, I don't know if we were the forerunners in that, but I do know that most countries now are into that. And I can remember growing up, and I'm sure that some of you have remember growing up where don't litter, okay? And I can remember, can you remember when they were having the oil spills, because that's water pollution and stuff like that. And so now they're trying to preserve the wildlife extension. And believe it or not, gardening comes into that as well, because you can plant certain things in your garden to draw those certain things, because the monarch butterfly, which I love, is one of those extinct that things that we're trying to preserve. So I specifically plant a milkweed which draws them, and gives them that the nourishment that they want. So think about that, and that's what I say. I was so shocked to hear that. Oh my God. That it started in 1970. You would think that it would be further back than that. So, I tell you, every time I do this research, and I don't think I've been out of commission that long from teaching, but every time I do the research, I do learn something. And that's important to me, that I learn as well as I'm teaching others, or making other people aware of the surrounding circumstances and things like that. And you might think Earth, like I said, you might think Earth is uh, Earth Day is just a mediocre thing, but it's not. There is global participation. Earth Day is now observed by millions of people in over 190 countries, making it one of the largest civic observances worldwide, child. You know how I get with some of these words. It serves as a platform for individuals, communities, governments, and organizations to come together in support of environmental protection and sustainability. And believe it or not, that is very important. It just cannot be one country. It needs to be a global thing in order for we to have an effect on it. We just can't do over here. So we've got to start to share and do partnerships uh, just for the well being of the world. Okay. So we're going to take another little commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey. Oh. Yeah. Hey. Hi.
All right, we are back. Soul Ladies Wigs. It's a really good wig company. I've been showcasing some of their wigs, so you can kind of see the texture of them. Of them. So I'm very proud to be to wear them and showcase them for that company. It is truly a very nice company. So let's get back into our program. I do place things in there, and if you want, you can go there and look at things. I like the salt and pepper ones because it was just I couldn't. It was hard for me to find, and these are made so well. So let's get back to our presentation on Earth Day, because Earth Day is coming up. And that's why I thought it was such an appropriate time for me to talk about Earth Day, So if in case you want to do some things on Earth Day, which is April 22nd, you would have some ideas of some things to do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it is, you can do little things that is, we're not talking about elaborate things. You can just do small things, okay? So let's move on. So we want to talk about themes and campaigns. And so each year, Earth Day focuses on a specific theme or campaign related to environmental conservation and sustainability. These themes often highlight pressing environmental challenges such as climate control. And I know that you remember hearing about climate control. Sometimes you hear on the news about climate control. So that is one of those things. Also, deforestation. Deforestation. I don't know what I guess I talk today. Plastic pollution. Okay, so putting things in the recycling and all of those things go up under there. And then biodiversity loss and renewable energy adoption. Now, this year's theme, okay, the theme for Earth Day for 2024 is planet versus plastic. Mm. Planet versus plastic. So the theme highlights the issue of plastic pollution and calls for 60% reduction in plastic by 2040. So basically what they have done here is they have set a long-term goal, and they are putting things in place so that by the year 2024 we should have 60% reduction in plastic. So, just want to let you know. It's been so many things. I've heard them, but I just wasn't really relating it to Earth Day. Okay? Seriously. So education and advocacy. Earth Day serves as an opportunity to educate the public about environmental issues and inspire action. Events such as community cleanups, tree planting, educational workshops, and advocacy campaigns are organized to raise awareness and promote sustainability practices. Now, this is very important, and I'm going to give you an example of it because I come from a community. It's not a small community, but it's not a huge community either. And the mayor of this community is very hands-on, and I like that, about him. He likes to interact with his constituents of his town. And so he meets with them on a regular basis on different groups. And so today, I had the opportunity to attend the Minstrel Association meeting, which was there. And my community is a community of churches. And so all of the churches, the pastors of the different churches, they meet together, I guess, once a month. I don't know. We don't have a pastor. But myself and another representative of my church, we went because we want to keep our church informed because eventually we are going to have a pastor. And so while I was there, you all, they passed out literature because they're going to be doing a community cleanup. Their community cleanup is April 20th, okay? Because it's a Saturday, and April, I think 22nd falls off during the week, okay? So, we know how we are. So so you should be looking for events like that. When it comes to the tree planting, I got a story for everything, y'all. I hate to say that, but I do. About I'm gonna say, it might have been before COVID. I don't know, but the Chicago, because I live in the Chicagoland area, Metropolitan Water District, I believe that's what's this, yeah. They did an education. You could go there, and they had trees. Okay, you could go there and get trees, free trees. They would just have them there. There was a certain place where you could go and you could get them, and you could get dirt. So, people, would go there and just, bring your whatever your containers are and your shovel and stuff and put, dirt. I love that. I don't know if they still do that or not, but I got that. I got 3 trees, y'all. And I planted my trees, and I right now only have one. And that one I do believe is going to survive. The others, and I don't know where a dog ran over. They were small. I don't know whether a dog ran over it or what. But I do have a red oak uh, growing in my front. Okay. Now, as far as educational workshops, there are numerous ones of them. Check your local library. They usually have something related to that as well. Also, like I told you, I'm in a garden club. So we have people that come out and they talk to us about certain things. And that's how we kind of learned out where we could go get free dirt because, dirt is high. And advocacy. So there are advocacy campaigns, all over that are organized to raise awareness and promote these type of things for us. So let's talk about this one here, sustainable um, principles, because basically that is the core principle of Earth Day. And what it does, it emphasizes the needs to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to their own needs. Sustainable practice aim to minimize resources consumption, reduce waste and pollution, and protect ecosystems and promote social equity. Now, remember, I don't know, well, maybe some of you might be young enough where you don't even remember we did when we didn't have recyclable cans, garbage cans. So now we have recyclable garbage cans. And I don't know about you all, but mine has pictures. Mine has pictures on it on what you can put in that recyclable because they don't want plastic bags. So there's pictures on it, which is great. Okay, because some people don't read. Okay, and so sometimes the visual, we have visual learners that they have to see it visually, and that's a visual uh, um, um, presentation for that as well. So I wanted to also let you know that I do have a website before we move on to, I'm going to do a brief commercial after this. And then this is my website. So you can go there. You can book spots on my show. Okay. I have advertising, sponsors, commercial, and guest slots. And you can secure a spot at Listine1 at gmail.com or CTR Media Network. And then this is my website at CTR Media website. So keep that in mind when you have something that you want to promote, or whether or not you want to be a sponsor. You might want to have a commercial. And I'm always looking for, interesting guests and everyone to be on my program. So please reach out to me. And there's my thing. You can reach out to me there. at my bit, and you can also reach out to me at my email. So this is my email as well. Okay, so I will let those run a little bit while we go to commercial. And then when we come back, we are going to talk about the individual action that we need to take and the action that corporate and government does, as well as the international generation and what they will do uh, as well.
Does this resonate with you? Has a company ripped you off in the past? SettleShark is changing how consumers get money back from companies. SettleShark assists consumers during the entire process, from beginning to end. Our process is simple, convenient, affordable, and powerful. You're in control. We are here to help you. Contact us today at www.settleshark.com or call 1-888-704-0708.
Okay, we are back, and we are going to get into individual actions. What is it that we can do as individuals? And so Earth Day encourages individuals to take small actions in their daily lives to reduce their environmental footprint. This includes practicing such things as recycling, conserving energy and water, reducing single-use plastics, supporting local and sustainable products, and advocating for environmental policies and participating in community initiatives. Now, we always had a campaign um, when I was in school, but my church does a cleanup and there as well. I told you about the one that the community is doing, and they have it's a specific like a park, and they're going to go there and clean that park up area. And it is done under the Ministerial Association, which they work very close with the mayor's office, and they do quite a few things as well. Some other things that are coming up that just these are things that I really could not participate in until I kind of retired, but they're important. They were important to me, so that's why. And people sometimes people don't want to hear about Earth Day, but if we don't take care of the earth, um, you know, we're not going to have a place to live. Just for example, take look at COVID. Look, it hit us, and it hit us hard. And we don't, it's a something that's in the air. Okay, so we need to look at those things. It affected us medically, but it came from environmental. Okay, so looking at environmental things is very important, and we as individuals can take individual actions, but also corporates and government engagement. Earth Day also mobilizes business, governments, and other institutions to commit to sustainability goals and implement environmentally responsible practices. Now, this is where we get into renewable energy. And so I have a picture here on the slide. And if you're driving on the highway, sometimes you see these. They look like windmills, really. And but this is that's renewable energy, reducing the greenhouse gas emission, implementing waste reduction strategies, and investing in sustainability technologies. Now, my girlfriend, a girlfriend of mine, called me, and this is something that is new, and they're using solar stations to reduce the cost of your energy bill, your electric bill. And so I'm going to look into it, and I'm trying to possibly get her and her upline or someone to come on to Sweet Blessings and kind of explain it to us. I'm interested in hearing it, and I'm sure that a lot of you might be interested in hearing this as well. I'm always interested in hearing things that's going to save me money. So look for that in the future. I have been talking to her. Sometime our scheduling and all of those things do not coincide for a while. So we're going to just keep on working on that. So the next one is international cooperation. You know, Earth Day fosters international cooperation and collaboration to address global environmental challenges. It provides a platform for dialogue, partnerships, and collective actions among governments, the NGOs, business, and civil society organizations to advocate sustainable development goals and protect the planet for future generations. And it's like I told you, it's very important that we it's very important that we work together as a team. And it's a team within a team within a team. Okay. And so the more you build your team, the more things that you can cover. So keep that in mind. We are working for global a change in global, and the emphasis is on Earth Day. And we're going to probably do these practice these things all year, but they picked one day out of the year to emphasize Earth Day and for advocacy. And I'm sure in wherever you live, um, you might find some activities going on there as well. Well, we've got to take another break, y'all. And then we will be right back.
Join the She Trucking Foundation today and be a part of a supportive community of women in the trucking industry. Unlock exclusive access to valuable resources, including mentorship, educational workshops, and networking opportunities. Whether you're an experienced professional or just starting your trucking journey, She Trucking is here to empower you and help you thrive. Visit www.shetrucking.com to join us and drive your trucking career to new heights.
Well, welcome back. And I want to talk to you. The next two, I guess, bullet points is kind of important. I'm going to talk to you about that. And then we're going to do another break. And then we're going to kind of summarize everything up about Earth Day. And I want to thank everyone for joining me. While Earth Day serves as a focal point for environmental activism and awareness, its impact extends beyond a single day. It inspires ongoing efforts to address environmental issues, promote sustainability, and build more resilience and equitable world for all. And that's basically what we want to do. It cannot be done in one day. It is all of us working together. And then I want a call to action. You know what I mean? You know what a call to action is? It's something that you can do. Okay. So Earth Day reminds us of our collective responsibility to protect and preserve the Earth's natural resources and biodiversity. And I don't know if you remember the bear and the fires. They had that commercial, it was very popular. I can't even think of it. Stop fires and stuff. It's been something going on over the years. Okay, I could probably do a research on the things over the years what has the theme's been on Earth Day because each year they change the theme. And so this call to action it calls upon individuals, communities, government, and businesses to take meaningful actions to safeguard the environment and create a sustainable future for generations to come. So we live in a safe environment that we are taking steps to try to preserve when we go through all of this. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The most important thing about all of this is that you have to teach your children as well. So when you attend some of these things, because you're putting it in their mind that this is important. And sometimes we place our importance on things that are really not important, but they might be important to you. Okay. So we want to call to action. And then here are some things that you can do for Earth Day. Just little simple little things that you can do. It doesn't take a lot. You can get your whole family outside. Y'all go outside and do something. I was out there the other day raking my garden, getting out the bushes and stuff. But that's Earth Day. I'm celebrating Earth Day. I was cleaning up, because that's what it's all about. And I really and truly was really preparing my garden bed for plants. Okay, because I'm getting ready to plant. You can also donate to protect public lands. That people take donations, especially the forest preserves and the nature centers. They have it all so that that helps them. That helps them preserve and keep their things up. And so that the stars, Facebook stars, is something very similar to that. Okay, I'm just trying to relate in your mind that you do have to donate to protect your things. Now, this is what I was just talking about a few minutes ago, and that was connect with the next generation. So the next generation is your children and their children, okay, your grandchildren, or maybe it's your great-grandchildren. You just, you really don't know. But like I said, you need to make them involved as well, so that they can begin to understand the importance of Earth Day. And they have lots of things going on, some, like I say, communities have different things going on where you can take your children to those. And also attend a local Earth Day event. And like I told you, my community, they are cleaning up a certain park area on April 20th, which is a Saturday. And then take action to support clean energy. And you can do that just simply by recycling or, so forth. Like I said, I do recycle. I didn't grow up recycling, so it's very hard for me. But it's hard to break old habits. And so you have to keep practicing in order for you to come up, with those things. So we are going to take one last commercial, y'all. And then I am going to come back and I am going to summarize a little bit on what I talked about as far as Earth Day and the importance of it. Excuse me.
Are you ready to skyrocket your podcasting journey? Look no further than The Power of Podcasting by Dr. Tina J. Ramsey. This book is not just any ordinary guide. It's a game changer that offers insider strategies, captivating content creation tips, proven techniques, and monetization secrets. But that's not all. When you purchase The Power of Podcasting, you also receive a complimentary bonus, Dr. Ramsey's sought-after podcast 30-video course valued at $999, absolutely free. It's no wonder this book is a #1 bestseller on Amazon and has been rated one of the top 10 best new podcasting books to read by Book Authority. Dr. Ramsey's expertise and practical advice have earned her acclaim in the industry. So, what are you waiting for? Take the leap and unlock your podcasting success today. Grab your copy of The Power of Podcasting, Unlocking Tips and Strategies for Podcast Success by Dr. Tina J. Ramsey on Amazon, or visit their website at ctrmedianetwork.com. A link will be provided in this episode's description. Your podcasting journey starts here.
All right, we are back now, and I want to say thank you to everyone, and I'm hoping that you will find some way over the weekend up until April 22nd that you can do something for Earth Day. Make that a point of doing something. So I do want to also say that I'm grateful that you joined me this evening. But before I leave, I do want to ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to build my subscribers there, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would help me out in going there. There's a link there, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. So again, I want to thank you all for attending, and I hope that somewhere in this episode that I was able to inspire you. I'm hoping that I was able to encourage you. I'm hoping that I encourage you to do something for Earth Day. If everybody just did one thing, we could improve things. Okay. And I'm hoping that I empowered you to live a healthier lifestyle. Because when we preserve our earth, guess what? It helps us stay healthy. So that is one of the things that we are truly, truly grateful for, is our health. And so as I close out, I do want to leave you with my 3 L's. Oh, you know my 3 L's. Oh my God, I want everyone out there to love their life. Live your life. Life is short. It is so short. You can see a person one day and the next day they're gone. So by all means, live your life. Do those things that make you happy. The next thing is to laugh. I love laughing because laughing makes you feel good. Even when you're sad, when you laugh, you feel so much better. And then the third thing is to love. Woo! Remember to love. Who should you love? You should love yourself. Make sure you do self-love, because self-love is very, 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 very important. So as I leave out, I'm going to give some acknowledgments to some of the people. Make sure that you tune in next week. I will have a special guest Her name is Farah Ali, and she is a self-made millionaire. She's written a book about it, and she's a single parent and someone that you can imagine. She's going to tell your story. She's going to tell her story next week. So just tune in, please. Same time, 7:30 Central Standard Time. I have to say that because I do have viewers from all over the world, and we are all. I still have not gotten that time thing together. I got the Eastern, but what the Pacific and the Mountain, I haven't gotten those yet. I have not gotten those. I have not gotten those yet. Oh, Dr. Ramsey gave me some hearts. Thank you, sweetheart. You are so sweet. And she said, Amen. She said, Amen. Okay. So, I do, like I said, as I close out, just remember to live your life. And, something else you can start doing is show an act of kindness. I show acts of kindness all the time. So put it in your mind. How are you going to show an act of kindness this week? Have a blessed rest of your evening. And I will see you all next Wednesday with my special guest, Farah Ali.